Hello there! Welcome back to Beauty Bee and to a video that is very much inspired by a single product. This is brand new to me as of yesterday and I'm in love with it, and I knew that I would be, and that's kind of the point of this video. So let's talk about this. This is a Revlon Shine Super Lustrous Lipstick. This is in the shade Rum Raisin. It is sort of a tinted lip balm. I wanted this because I saw it on Matilda's channel, and I mean, this is a Revlon lipstick. I think I got this for $6.50 maybe at Walmart, somewhere right in that neighborhood. And when I first saw this, it was swatched on her arm against probably 7 or 8 other lipsticks that were all supposedly potential dupes for Clinique Black Honey. And you know what? Even though this was swatched up against Bobbi Brown lipsticks, Chanel lipsticks, Dior lipsticks, I mean, it was a Matilda video. There were some very pricey brands on there. The swatches on her arm could probably have funded a decent chunk of someone's college tuition for a semester. But this one still stood out to me, and that's been a few months at this point. It was still on my mind, and I've decided to make the purchase. And that brings us to the point. I knew that I wanted this. I'd known that I wanted this. I actually had another lipstick from the same line, which this one is in Black Cherry. And it's also nice, it's just not really my shade. I got this in a mystery box. It's not one that I would have, I think, selected for myself. And even though the price point was good and I knew that it was a purchase that would likely work out really well for me, I was having a hard time actually taking the plunge. And I find myself doing that with a few different products. I have no issue, going through ColourPop's sale page and picking up a handful of things that I kind of vaguely wanted but weren't really on my wish list, or shopping Ipsy add-ons, or finding some 20% off coupon at Target and using that. I just don't pick up the things that live on my wish list. I'm trying to cut back a little bit. I feel like I've been bringing in a lot of stuff in the last few months, and I mean, I've always been trying to cut back. That's kind of the point of this channel, but we're really reining it in a little bit more. So I thought that I would just go over the wish list that I have. It's quite short. I think it's maybe 7 or 8 items. I made this list a couple of months ago. I've taken some things off the list since I made this in December or January. So these are things that I've really been thinking about and I think would likely work out for me. If I am going to make a beauty purchase, I think it should probably be something on this list rather than something silly that I find on Ipsy on sale. So that was a very long-winded way of saying that if you see a bunch of junk that isn't on this list in some haul video in the future and you don't see any of these items, feel free to call me out. I probably deserve it. So first on my list was indeed the Revlon Rum Raisin, and the price that I have written down on here, because I like to price things out, was $6. I imagine I did pay something right around there. As far as the other lip products that I have on my list, we have the Maracuja Juicy Lips, which are the Tarte Click Pens. Those are $21, though I think I could probably get them for more like $10. Tarte seems to run sales on those pretty often. I think they were in Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty this year. Anyway, I could get them for less than $21. Similar, I was very much feeling the tinted lip balms, and I'm still very much feeling the tinted lip balms, as you can tell. And another formula that I really want to try are the Milani ones. They have their Color Fetish balms. Those are the ones that are in that really interesting geometric packaging. It looks really high-end, actually. I imagine that it feels pretty cheap and plasticky, but I'm really impressed by those. I don't know why I haven't picked one up. I think it would be probably between like $9 and $11, depending on what store I went to. Another tinted lip balm, the NARS ones. I love the NARS Afterglow balms. I've had a little sample of Orgasm, which I thought was beautiful and is almost certainly the one that I would choose to purchase. But I also have used up a mini of Laguna and am currently working on another mini of Laguna, and I just adore those lip balms. I think they are stunning. I think they're beautiful, and they're such an easy, wearable color without feeling thick or goopy, or just, they're stunning. I love them. They are pricey though. They're $29. I think that if I were to make this purchase, I would probably wait to find it in a Sephora set. I know that Sephora has a set right now that has Orgasm in it, and it's like $1 or $2 more than just buying the full-size Afterglow balm, so I might do that. Another lip formula that I would really like to try some additional shades in are the MAC Powder Kiss lipsticks. I've really been liking that soft, matte look. I've been getting that from liquid lipsticks more than bullet lipsticks recently, but a formula that I just really adore has been the MAC Powder Kiss. I have the shade Devoted to Chili, which is sort of a red with some orange and brick tones to it. It's very, very pretty. And I'd be interested in trying maybe something a little bit brighter. I think I would like a plum shade and maybe a brighter pink. I know not everyone is into bright pinks, but I really like them on myself. So I think that would be great. And I think that's it for the lips. As far as the face goes, I really only have one product that's managed to stay on my wish list, and that is the Too Faced Hot Cocoa bronzer. This is adorable. I know that I like 90% want this for the packaging, but the packaging is really stinking cute. I've heard Teresa is Dead talk about this bronzer several times at this point, basically about how much she hates that she loves this stupid little guy, and I think we have pretty similar skin tones. She definitely has cooler undertones as well. She seems to be also pretty fair, and I think that this color would work out really well for me. Also, he's just so cute. I love him, and I want to own him. I'm just not sure that I would actually use this little guy if I purchased him, because eventually he's not going to have a face anymore. I'm like slowly scrubbing his face out of existence, and I'm not sure I would be okay with that. However, I do keep seeing this on sale, and I think that if I see this for, let's put a cap. If I see this for under $20, I will let it come home with me, because he's adorable and I want to adopt him. Also, I'll use him probably, but mostly he just needs a home in my house. I've really gendered this little bronzer compact. I need help. Next, we have just two eye palettes that are on my list, but these have both been on my list for well over a year at this point. I don't know why I have not pulled the trigger on these. First up, we have ColourPop Fade Into Hue. I think that this was on my first makeup wish list video. I distinctly remember this being in my makeup I want to try in 2021 or something along those lines. It's a $34 palette. I mean, it's ColourPop. I could probably get it for 30% off, which would make it a $24.80 palette. And I don't know why I haven't just gone for it. I was looking at that. It's not $24.80, it's $23.80. Doesn't matter, but it really does to me. But anyway, this is a beautiful color scheme. I've purchased palettes from ColourPop since this one came out. I have purchased probably a good chunk of the shades in this palette in various ColourPop palettes since this palette was released, since it's been sitting on my wish list. Why haven't I just gone for this? I'm not sure. I think that the next time I am hankering, feels like a weird word to use here, but let's go with it. The next time I am hankering for a new eyeshadow palette, I think it needs to be Fade into Hue. It's a beautiful color story. These are the types of colorful shades that I like. There is a little bit of sort of primary color in here, but in general, everything's a little bit less saturated. There's a lot of pastel going on in here, and those are the colors that I feel look best on me. So I just need to make this happen. And another palette that's been just sitting on my wish list for a long time is the Lorac Pro Palette Noir. Now this one I actually came really close to buying a couple of months ago. In November, I believe, I purchased the Fairy Tale Forest palette, and that was during an Ulta sale. They had 50% off of, I think, all of their Lorac palettes, but certainly the larger 15 or 18 pan palettes. And it had really come down to Fairy Tale Forest or Noir. I didn't really know which one I wanted, but now that I have Fairy Tale Forest in my possession, now that I've used it, now that I've discovered just how much I enjoy it, it's really only cemented the Noir's place on my wish list. I think that the shades in the Noir palette are gorgeous. I like the more cool tone, the slightly deeper neutrals. And I think it's a palette I would really enjoy and really get a lot of use out of. So this is just my reminder to myself. If I don't just impulse purchase little things here and there, I can save up a little bit, or not even really save up, but I can splurge a little bit on a slightly more expensive item, a slightly nicer item, or even just something that's been sitting on my wish list for a long time and isn't expensive at all. I can purchase that, I can enjoy that, and I won't have to feel guilty about spending too much if I'm not constantly making these little purchases. I don't know if anyone else needed that reminder, but I certainly did, and this channel exists 95% for my enjoyment. But I hope you got something out of it too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you consider liking and subscribing if you did. Let me know what's sitting on your wish list and's been there for a ridiculously long period of time while you pick up other stupid little things that really weren't on your list at all. Thanks again, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!